everybody. My name is Palpatine, and we are back. See, I am back home. Once again, I am no longer in a box. Froggy has... it seems he didn't want me up there. It was a return to sender, but we are back here on the Geeky Puppet Show to discuss The Flash. Season 8, Episode 5. The final part of Armageddon. And to join me is that co-host you all know him, some of you love him, Froggy!
Hello, darkness, old friend. I've come to see you and review The Flash again. I've got my puppet team with me. Alright, good night, guys.
Oh no, you can't leave. You can't leave. It's like
But
that.
I can.
We need to do an album.
An album. Oh, yeah.
The Puppet and the Frog. We can go ahead and do a black and white kind of cover. I'll wear my hat and...
I am a frog. He is a puppet. Do, 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 do.
If you don't like us, you can stuff it. Is that good? I can feel the shame. But
I feel like you might be the Simon of the group. I know. That's actually, you know what? I take it back. You're the Garfunkel of the group. I'm the Simon.
I'm artful.
You're something.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
You're the guy who's less popular. Yay! Good night.
Sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Pardon me.
Meow, mata, fakas.
Yes, that is exactly what he's saying. It is the Evil Black Cat. Good to see you. Armageddon gerbil. Well, that's something. And some of the flashes are chunky monkeys. Yes, because they are CGI. But let's go ahead, before we get too far and explain the thumbnail, as it were, let's talk about this episode. Because Barry has fixed the timeline. Yay!
He gave it a little snip and it's fixed now.
Basically. And he goes to see Joe. First thing, we finally see Joe after so many dang episodes. It's good to see him again. Well, for now. A little later, he gets a little stupid. But it's also revealed that Damien Dark, who was supposed to disappear, has survived. It's probably for a little bit of time, he says. And he will, he's going to just go. He's going to try to find Nora before his time is up. But there is a problem. What is the problem, you may ask? Well, nobody knows. Huh?
We're out of Cheetos.
No, we're out of Pringles. We can't have Pringles.
No, I'm pretty sure we got Pringles somewhere.
There's always Pringles when there's a brain around. So, but like I was saying, there's a problem. Because while nobody remembers what Barry is explaining to them, they all believe him. But there is a stink at the CCPD headquarters. Because Thawne has said he basically wants a Flash. He electrocutes people, not to death, but to the ground. Until, Flash comes and they lock him away because he's asking for his help in public. So that way people can...
But before the Flash shows up, we get, Mia Queen.
Right, you're right. She is in there and she tries to shoot it. And you can see Thawne. He's just annoyed. He's like, I don't have time for this.
Her character really didn't do much this episode, really.
No, it was really kind of just thrown in there.
It's like, hey, you want to join? Sure. What do you got for me? Okay, just a few lines.
Please give me a job. A little bit on that. But Barry comes in before Thawne can shaky hand Mia to death. And, that's when he explains, I need your help. They lock him away, and they explain that whenever they reset the timeline, as it were, as it's supposed to be, Thawne has, messed with it too far this time, and he is starting to disappear. And he will fade completely, being erased from the timeline for all time.
It's the same thing that happened when Thawne messed with it before. Barry started faded towards the end because the timeline was fitting in a flashpoint, and because of this, Thawne, is going to die. because when Flash went and fixed everything, he didn't really he did everything the best he could. I'll just see that for right now. Towards the end, we'll tell you, that something else happened. And
Oh, thank you for providing me that little break.
are you drinking Flash blood?
No, no, I'm drinking Coke.
Oh,
Straight cocaine. But anyway.
well, everybody, that's the kind of stream we have right here. Not only do you get high, we get high with you.
Well, we better be careful before we send these people into a low. But there's a problem. Why? Because they come to the consensus that they should let Thawne disappear. They should let him disappear. He has like a moment with Caitlin, and Caitlin actually has something to say in this episode, which is good.
Only because she was a pawn for Thawne to basically say like, "Hey, look at you, little useless girl. You haven't done jack crap since I killed your boyfriend."
Yeah. And it leads to a conversation between, because she says, "I'm not going to help you." Leads to a conversation with Barry, and Thawne explains how he admired the Flash until, well, he was supposed to save the day. He acquired speed, and he was going to save people. But that's when the Flash came in, saved the crowd, wowed them, and stole his moment. And Thawne knew in that moment he had to get faster than Barry ever could be.
A little bit of comic comic knowledge, yeah. Forget what issue it is, but that's true. That Thawne, was just about to debut, and then the Flash came up from the past, running into the future, was pursuing somebody, and they stole his moment.
Yep. And so he dedicated his life to destroying him, and he says to Barry, if you save me, I'm going to go back to my life's work. It doesn't matter. I need you to save me, but I'm going to kill you.
Oh, my life's work. Finding new ways to kill you, Mr. Allen.
Maranya is commenting a little bit. Says, oh, well, we already saw that. But how many times has Barry fixed the timeline? He's messed it up more times than he's fixed it. But
yeah, this was the first time this is the second time he's went and changed things.
Well, no, not change things. Put them back where they belong.
Well, no, try to put them back, because remember the first time he created Flashpoint.
Yeah. And then he had to go back and stop himself.
Yeah.
It's a very confusing thing. But this time he did fix it, but Thawne wants to remain. And it seems that Barry says, well, you know what? It's time to let him fade. Iris had a conversation with Mia, because Mia is apparently more brutal because, well, she is the Green Arrow. But then we see Joe, and he comes in and he's like, Iris, Barry, I want to talk to you. So they put him aside. They said,
I was waiting for him to just start slapping him.
Well, he basically verbally slaps him. He shouts. This is the first time I've heard him shout in like 2 seasons.
This is the first time I heard him shout since the very first season.
That's probably true, but I'm not that confident in my memory. But
well, I haven't seen him since angry since he and Barry in such a long time.
He says basically to Barry and Iris, we do not let people die. We save them. That's what heroes do.
That's what cops say. He says, there's no times I could have let someone die to the villain. Sure, I want Thawne dead, but that's not what a hero is.
Yeah. Though
he said, we help everyone. We don't just help who we want to help.
I feel like there's some blurred lines there that I think
honestly
are the consequences of his own actions.
For plot reasons, comic books heroes do not kill because there would not be another issue.
That is fair.
And also, you can't kill off the best character on the show.
I know. It's just a matter of...
I mean, if we need to trade Iris for Thawne, do it.
Thawne goes back in time and instead he changes it so he steals Iris's life.
Oh, he steers Barry's hand. Oh my gosh, no. We have now we've given him ideas. No, don't do that. Tom Taylor, don't write this book.
Well, it is the CW. But anyway, there is a complication because they realize Joe is right, even though I don't think Joe is completely right. And they say that they're going to save Thawne, but that's when Despero comes up. Bum, bum, bum! Yes,
He says, Barry, you just fix the timeline and say this, but you're going to let him leave, and even let him live. We'll bring up across Armageddon. And this is where Barry finally said, you know what? I should have listened to Froggy in the very first episode when he said that Despero was a villain.
Yeah, because Barry ultimately, whenever they get into a sort of fight,
he says, I will not kill, I'll save him. Yeah, and it'll be fine. Because the way Barry's figured out how to save him is basically, well,
take away speed.
Yeah. Connection is the negative speed force, and somehow keeps him grounded from.
Because he's a normal dude.
From the 25th century.
But Despero basically says, no, I'm not going to let you do this. And Flash calls him out. He puts on new gold boots that Chester designed. He has the gold boots. People are happy. Mm-hmm. And he runs. Barry runs because Despero is going to destroy Central City if he has to. And he uses Mia. He takes over her mind basically to attack every Team Flash and Star Labs. But we see Barry run really quick around Despero.
We see Mia attack. What's her name? Frost and Allegra in the hallway with a sonic, sonic scream. A canary, black canary arrow.
Ooh.
Sonic scream.
I didn't really notice that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
I want to know. Did she go and retrieve her arrow?
Probably not.
Must be nice being rich and from the future.
She is both those things.
Those arrows do not exist yet.
Does that mean they're of age, though?
Don't put them inside you, and you won't be in trouble.
A fair question. And it's a fair point because I am a puppet. But anyway, what are you doing?
I'm coughing.
Okay. I will cough with you.
I have a little bit of tickle in my throat.
You have a frog in your throat.
That's my cousin, not me.
Oh. Your cousin has a throat?
No, he has a frog in his throat most of the time.
Oh. Well, that is weird.
And sometimes a pig.
Ooh. Kermit?
No, not him.
Oh, okay. But anyway...
The other one, Jebediah.
Jebediah?
Yep.
I don't know a Jebediah.
He's a little brother of Jeremiah.
Oh, I know him. He has some mighty good wine. But enough of those shenanigans aside, Barry runs around Despero. And Despero has like this energy to blow up Central City going all around him. And he basically tornadoes it up into the sky in a way. And it takes the flame. Well, that's what Despero says. I don't feel connected to the flame. Mm-hmm. And we see he is just very distraught about this, and he says, "You don't know what you've done," before he disappears in flames. Cha. Nothing on that?
I guess he was a flamer all along.
Oh no. But Mia apologizes for that. They go ahead and go to celebrate because they
He
heal Thawne and
he
he
didn't
just walked
see
away.
that coming.
Hmm?
Despero didn't see that coming.
No, he didn't. He was moving too quickly. But yes, Thawne is not happy because he was saved, but he doesn't have his speed, and his speed is his life, and blah, 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 blah. He got to live, and so he's locked away for probably a season and a half. That's my bet.
Yeah, until next season when he comes back with his connection to the Negative Speed Force.
Yep. Oh, maybe it'll be a new negative speed force, so that way he doesn't disappear.
I mean, I know he's right now. It's locked in that he's just a normal guy. So it basically tricks the whole thing. Hey, this guy's a normal guy. He's locked in now. He can't disappear. Now, if he waits and creates a new connection to the Speed Force, the Negative Speed Force, I don't think it'll erase him.
Well, we have actually something to discuss in this
Do you know
moment.
what would be great about the show? If you never would have been stupid and killed off, or even revealed Eddie to be his descendant, that should have been endgame for like this season. Finding out how does he finally defeat Reverse Flash, finding out that there's this house that he didn't want you to go nearby because it's related to him.
Well, it was kind of hard because isn't Eddie's name Thawne too?
That's because there's still been. I said Eddie should have never been revealed or never been introduced until now.
Cool.
Eddie should have. Eddie Thawne should never have been a Thawne. He should have been a normal person.
There's something to talk about because we see afterwards as well. They celebrate. Damien disappears after giving the time stone to Joe, saying you might need this, and he sees Nora one last time before he dies once again as well. But then Nora's suddenly there.
That was a heart-wrenching scene, bro. It got me. It got me right here, bro. It's right here.
I know, bro. I know. But she says, "Where's my dad? Is he really gone?" Oh, she
starts yelling at him, and then just berries, and then Joe's like, "Stupid kids." Fine. Here. Let me tell you a story. Come here with me.
But there is a moment that we go back to the CCPD. There in the CCPD, you see two officers just walking by. Mm-hmm. I'm glad everything's going back to normal, and that's when we zoom in on a picture. And there is
Eddie,
Joe,
and already the whole group about basically the shot of the academy, I guess, whatever you call detectives and stuff.
Yep.
And in the background, two people pop up. Nora and Bart.
Yeah, Nora and Bart.
And Bartholomew.
And it seems that not next week even, it's next year, it's going to be Nora and Bart going back to the past because the timeline is in flux and they are going to see Eddie there. It was revealed in like the 30-second clip at the end. So maybe there's something they do to change the timeline that Eddie might survive. And so Thawne will once again get his powers back because, his erasure, as it were, was due to Eddie not being there. Are you okay? Good.
I'm fine.
But that is all for us. I'm going to go ahead
I'm just getting all this this feedback from all this dust. From all the blips. People coming back.
Oh, I know. Just a snap. And another
pop.
Yep, all those snaps. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes, this is the end. Overall, the episode
is it though? Is this really the end? This is the end. This is part 5 of the little story.
Armageddon.
Of Armageddon. Now, will Flash go back being to its normal mediocre thing where Barry doesn't get to do anything?
I hope not. But
I have a strong feeling. I have a strong psychic connection that's telling me you must eat at Joe's.
Yes, you must eat at Joe's. Evil Eddie, that's an interesting idea. But now let's go ahead. We enjoyed the episode pretty much. Armageddon has been kind of but it's a good Unlike season 7 where you had trash all over the place, this was actually decent Flash content. But anyway, this is a good event, as it were, and I hope that we get some more of this quality rather than, well, last year's. But that's enough. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of the episode. Did you enjoy it? Do you like The Flash? Tell us why. We enjoy this, at least. And we will be back to cover it once it returns next year. So, for Frog and myself, we want to thank you one last time before we say bye!
Bye!
And eat at Joe's. Bro.
Or I will sit on you.